All right, let's see. All right, awesome. Hello, hello, hello. All right, so it's funny because sometimes I'm like thinking about like what do I want to talk about? I'm not really feeling that. Okay, so we're currently running a flash sale because we just reopened bookkeeper training school. We redid the entire course. I'm so pleased with what we've done with it. And so we decided to open it up because we had a lot of people on our list who were asking like, when can I get the course? So tonight we're doing a live info session where we're going to go behind the scenes. I'm going to show you what the new course looks like and all the content, and it's awesome. So I'm super excited about that. But I'm sitting here trying, okay, it's Thursday. On Thursdays I go live. I'm trying to figure out like what I'm going to talk about today. And I'm like, okay, I have on my board, I'm going to talk about building routines. And I'm like, I'm not really feeling building routines today. I'm just like, I'm not feeling that. And I got a great message from one of our students as I was like starting to figure out like, I was actually like typing stuff in to figure out what I was going to talk about today. And I got a message from one of my students. And so Tabitha lives in Alaska. And I remember when Tabitha joined the course and thinking like, okay, like Alaska, Alaska's tough. She was like the first person, I'm not gonna lie. She's the first person that I had ever taught that was in Alaska. And I'm like, all right. So, we talked about a whole bunch of strategies and online and all the things that we talk about in bookkeeper training school. And she also used some of the local strategies that we teach. She just messaged me. She's got 7 clients now. And I'm just like, I am so proud of her because I know that she has worked so hard like on this. And I'm telling you, like, she had every reason to be like, nope, can't do this, can't be done. Nope, I'm in Alaska, rural, nope, can't be done. And she is killing it. Like, I am so excited for her and what she's done and what she's been able to do. And I'm just like, I'm so thrilled. So, I think and that is funny because I after like talking to her a little bit, I'm like, you know what? Like now I'm jazzed to talk about excuses because I think a lot of times we, whether you bought the course or whether you're sitting on the fence about the course, we sit there and we think we cannot do this. And we come up with all the reasons why this thing cannot work. And I remember when I started my business back in 2006, I was going through chemo. Okay. So all my hair had fallen out, my eyebrows had fallen out, which I never really grew back. I have a little bit of eyebrows, but my eyelashes fell out, super pale, super sick. And I'm like, well, I can't go back to work. My doctor said I cannot be I can't work those crazy hours. So I'm going to start my own thing. And now I had every reason to sit there and say, no, who's going to hire you? Like, there's no way. You cannot do this. And I use that resolve to sit there and say, you know what? I have to do this. Like, my family needs me to do this. And frankly, for me, I had to do it. Like, I needed something in my life at that point to say, you know what, like, this is mine. This is my thing. This is going to distract me from, from being sick. And I know it's not going to be perfect, but I'm going to put my butt out there and see what happens. And so I networked my butt off, when I was healthy enough to do so. When I couldn't actually get out there, I was emailing people, I was calling people, that I had made connections with. This was before social media. And so, Facebook wasn't a thing, but I just remember like emailing people and, checking out their websites and calling and emailing, and when I felt well enough, like going out and trying to make as many connections as I could so that when I wasn't feeling well enough or I couldn't go out, I had those connections to follow up with. And that was the thing that, started the growth of my firm, and then eventually led to me teaching, because I used the exact same strategies to get my first teaching job. And then I took all those strategies and I started using them online, and I built my national firm. And then we used them again to build Bookkeeper Training School. And so I know that it's really easy to say, I don't have the time, I don't have the energy, I don't have, I'm an introvert. There's all the things that people say all the time as an excuse to not grow their business. And I will tell you that for every single one of those excuses, I can find you people who have grown a business in spite of it. People who've grown businesses when they're sick, people who are introverts, people who have kids, people who don't have a lot of energy. Like, if you spend time in the business community, you will see people of all different stripes, of all different, walks of life. And there are people you look at and you're like, wow, like, there's everything that's saying you should not be able to do this, but yet you have, and you've overcome. And so, that's one of the things. That's why, like, I read a lot of business stories. I read, I love reading like people's kind of like behind the scenes and their biographies and autobiographies, and because you learn so much about people. And I think, a lot of times when we see where people are right now, we forget about the struggle that they had to endure to get where they are. And that backstory is just so, so important. And so when you're out there and you're growing your business and you're really struggling, I would encourage you to go into one of these, one of the business groups that are full of women, and be a little bit vulnerable and be like, what, I'm a mom of 5, or I live in a rural area, or, I don't have a lot of energy, or I have a medical condition that keeps me from doing X, Y, and Z. Are there any other business owners in here, that are facing this, that have overcome this? And I'll tell you what, you're going to see a whole bunch of support. You're going to see a whole bunch of just like love poured on you and great advice. And so I would just really encourage you that whatever is stopping you from getting where you are. And listen, if you're in my community, okay, if you're in Bookkeeper Training School, or if you're in the Empower Bookkeeper Network, you can reach out to me, or you can reach out to our group. And I will tell you, like, the Empower Bookkeeper Network, which we have a Facebook group, and we have another group on Circle, which is off of Facebook, because we want to support both groups. They are just like the most incredible, empowering, awesome group of women online. I mean, they are so supportive and so helpful and so caring, and it's amazing. It is absolutely amazing. And so I really encourage you that if you are in, if you're in my communities, reach out to that group and post there, because we want you to get the support that you need, to get the encouragement that you need, and just to get over all of the excuses that are stopping you from building what you deserve to build. Okay. And I know that sometimes, sometimes everybody around you has more faith in you than you have in yourself. I would really encourage you to start listening to those positive voices around you. And if you don't have any, then come here and hang out with me. And I will be your positive voice, and I will help you find other positive voices, because they are out there. And none of us have time as busy moms you know, to listen to all that crap that's gonna drag us down. And hey, Amanda, I want you to find the voices that are going to pour into you to help you stop those excuses. So I hope this has been super helpful. I have to run because I have a call with my Empowered Bookkeeper Network. But if you are interested in some of those voices, some of the people that I listen to when I need, you know, somebody to pour into me, please, 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 you know, post in the comments, and I would be happy to do some content on that as well. All right, take care, mamas. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.